All right. A few announcements. We're seeing this more and more every year, guys. Here, this is the News Unlocked. This is your week in Xbox news wrapped up in one handy segment here on Podcast Unlocked. A lot of games, publishers not wanting to get lost in the noise of E3, and so they're announcing their games ahead of E3, and then maybe showing you more of them during E3 so that you're pre-hyped.
Yeah, you get excited, you want to know more. Hey, here's more.
Yeah. Not exactly bad for our business when companies decide they want to announce games beforehand. Just helps us out.
Or announce them with us.
Yeah, or that little game called Forza Horizon 2 debuting right here. Not in this chair.
I was going to say, on this podcast.
Right there, now?
Did we time travel?
Congratulations.
It
Confirmed.
did debut in this body, though. I was the first human to take it
You are Forza Horizon 2 in human form.
Oh, okay. Welcome.
You know, remember what was the name of that '80s cartoon where the boy, when it was hot outside, he would literally transform into a car? You know what I'm talking about?
Transformers.
No. Seriously,
Voltron.
Different cartoon. This is a real thing.
Magic
No?
A boy would get hot and turn into a car.
When it got warm, he would morph into a car.
This was the old McCaffrey fever dream.
Yeah.
But this is a real
Did you
thing.
do drugs when you were younger?
Our listeners will help us out. This was I watched
cartoons.
1980s cartoon. Boy who morphed into a car.
Ren and Stimpy.
Davy and Goliath.
Maybe you had a weird childhood.
David and the Gnome.
Tiny Toons.
Back on track.
Little Bear.
Forza Horizon 2, obviously. I got to go to Playground Games over in the UK. Forza Horizon 2, along with our Australian editor, Luke Riley, who is our Forza I know the series.
Cars.
He's the expert. He has been handling a lot of the writing, a lot of the
joke
coverage.
you were building up to is that he's literally a car who turns into a car in the sun? Luke is that little boy?
We can go with that if you want to do that. But in any case, so yeah, open world, Southern Europe.
Oh, that's not the South.
All I can think about is this cartoon. What the kids.
So look it up while I'm talking.
Sorry.
One of those cartoons.
Oh!
I'm like,
Okay, so Southern Europe, open world.
Yeah.
Big vistas, pretty things, night cycle, weather cycle.
Weather finally in Forza.
It's all those things that when we talked to Dan Greenwald about Forza 5 saying, hey dude, where are these features? He said, later maybe.
Yeah. So
And here they are.
Game's looking awesome. We have a month's worth of coverage all month long here in the month of June on IGN. We've already put up, of course, the announcement, a huge 4,400 word preview detailing the hell out of the game. An interview with the creative director, which detailed some more stuff that went up today as we recorded. He talked about the music in the game because it's again centered around a music festival. He talked about the resolution, frame rate, all those hot button questions.
Did he mention bands? I didn't get to read the thing today.
Me either.
Specific bands? I don't believe so.
Wu-Tang
but
Clan?
What?
Wu-Tang Clams?
I don't know.
Wu-Tang Clams?
Yeah.
Is that
that's
what
why
you order
seafood
at the
establishment.
seafood?
When I go to Long John Silver's.
When you go to Old Dirty Bastards?
Well, yeah. Go down to the docks, go to Old Dirty
Hang
Bastards,
on, I
order
need to
some
know if
Wu-Tang
Wu-Tang
Clams.
Clams is a real thing or a Marty joint.
There's
should be
literally
real.
a thing that just came out of my mouth. I mean, I'm sure it's a real thing. Like,
Wu-Tang.
I'm sure if you Google it, someone...
I'm Googling Wu-Tang
It's not
Clams.
that
I got
clever.
this. Carry on. I just love it so much.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, Mitch, I know you've played a little Forza in your time.
A little bit. I played a bit of Forza 5. I never got to Horizon, actually.
I think it's a lot more casual, but not in a bad way than
Right.
Horizon. It's just, let's put it this
It's
way.
less intensive about...
It's laid back.
Yeah.
It's a chill driving game.
It's the stoner little brother.
Actually, maybe that's a better way to put it. Forza Horizon is a driving game. Forza Motorsport is a racing game.
Yeah.
I think
Forza Motorsport is a car game.
Yeah.
It's all about the vehicles and like the way they feel, man, the way
Yeah.
they operate. This is like, no, drive some stuff in a cool place.
Yeah, you can go off-road in Horizon 2.
Yep.
So no guardrails all over the place. So, yeah, read all about it on IGN all month long. I'm psyched, obviously. And I think you guys, so far the responses have been great.
Yeah.
And you guys seem to be
We're going to have some more tidbits for the people? You said it's all month long.
Yeah, lots of stuff.
Lots of stuff.
Lots of stuff
Video.
rolling out.
Are we going to have any videos?
Soon.
Next week. E3 week. Tons of video.
Yeah.
As an aside, I found the Facebook page for a restaurant. This is the page for the dope-ass clam restaurant, Wu-Tang.
Where's that? Detroit.
Staten Island.
Oh, that's not surprising at all.
All right.
just want to put it out there. Dream car game. The Batmobile, the Dukes of Hazzard car, just all those like iconic vehicles, and you get
If
to pick
only
them and
we
race
had
them.
top 10 cars and stuff.
We should.
The
Right.
Super Smash
I want a
Brothers of
racing game where
cars.
you do all that. Yes, there you
Oh
go.
boy, with Mario Kart.
Super
and
Crash Brothers.
It would never happen, but I'd like to play that.
Quantum Break, boys. That's that. We had some big news on that this week.
I called this delay. I called that shit. I called it.
Wait,
I mean, technically it's not a delay, right?
Yeah, it was never really announced.
Technically, they never announced it for 2014. But
did any of us really expect it to be 2014?
No. Remedy is a phenomenal developer, as I've said on the show many times. Well, they've never.
Clams has a logo.
This is the worst.
A logo.
It's the worst. It's like kids picks clip art.
All right.
Like the little.
It's got an ODB hat.
Nice. All right. Quantum Break. Remedy, as I've said a million times on the show, never made a bad game.
Correct.
The Max Payne 1 and 2, Alan Wake, of course, then the Alan Wake American Nightmare, a little mini spin-off thing. And Quantum Break has looked awesome since it was first unveiled at the May 21st reveal event last year. Yeah, no surprise that it's 2015. Little surprising, though, the other bit of news is that it will not be at E3 this year. They are going to really give it the proper full debut at Gamescom. Now I want to go to Gamescom.
I'm surprised at a couple devs, like outside of even the Xbox space, have already said this. Like, confirmed, like little Media Molecule said, we are not going to be at E3, but look for us at Gamescom. So
I guess they just figure it's easier to head than lead to disappointment when.
Yeah. Maybe they just needed more time.
Of course. Well, Gamescom's slowly becoming the biggest video game show in the world.
Well,
especially
numbers-wise.
Especially European-centric developers like
Remedy.
Like Remedy and Media Molecule. I'm excited for Quantum Break. I'll give them as much time as they want.
I'm still thinking today about why delays are good. Yeah. So if you want to, if you're worried like, this game's coming too far away, like go read Colin's thing. It's a really great piece of perspective about games needing more time is always good.
Particularly if you're over 30 and or have a family. Especially game delays no longer bother me in any way, shape, or form
Dragon
whatsoever.
Age, Shadow of Mordor, Drive Club, presumably a bunch of other games.
Yeah.
I have to be the naysayer.
Probably Sunset Overdrive.
You got old naysayer Legary.
I got to be a naysayer on Quantum Break. They have done zero to get me interested in this game. They showed a time mechanic where the guy walks around some car and then it moves.
I'm kind of with you. Like the gameplay stuff we've seen is extremely limited. Everything we've heard has been really interesting, but what we've seen has been, a guy walks forward and a cutscene happens, and then it cuts to a TV show thing that seems okay.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen how it actually functions.
If you take a look at the video that was released this week, which Greg Miller and I broke down in the IGN Rewind Theater, it does show just a little bit of gameplay, and you can see this sort of Max Payne third-person shooter DNA in there.
Yeah.
You do get a look at it. So, I mean,
I still haven't counted it out. I'm just saying, hey, you guys still haven't grasped at least my attention.
I would agree with you in that my optimism is still largely based on their track record.
As opposed to what they've shown.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it, though.
All right, let's see here.
Mortal Kombat.
Was that your segue? Yeah. That wasn't even a segue. That was just you.
I'm not doing
segues anymore. Shouting Mortal Kombat.
That was last week. Catch up. Yeah. Mortal Kombat X. No, not 10. It's X. Ed Boon confirmed on Twitter.
It's the letter X.
Yeah, but it is the 10th game, so people are still kind of calling it 10 and X.
Happy coincidence.
Anyway, this game looks... I can't say it looks
that was
great.
CG, yeah.
It was CG, but based on the content within the trailer, such as weapons and the type of combat that they're actually partaking in, it looks really, really good.
Yeah, we saw the CG trailer showed the breaking bone stuff again.
Yeah,
like
the X-ray
stuff that we saw.
Destructible environments or like
interactable environments a la Injustice.
Yep.
All that stuff gets me really, really pumped to see the new Mortal Kombat. And the CG trailer, they did a lot of realistic fighting moves, like a lot less fantastic. There's a little bit of fantasy in there with the ice attacks and the fireballs. But like the core combat mechanics seem more based in reality, and I really, really like that. Like you're not going to stand there and punch in the air a million times.
So that was my thing. Is again it's CG, so TBD, but it seems a lot more fluid than past Mortal Kombat games. Like the interactions between those characters seemed, like they made a lot more sense than you press a button and the animation goes, and then the guy pulls his arm back, and you're not like able to combo in a way that feels natural.
Yeah.
Whereas they were like doing really elegant kung fu style moves and grappling and countering each other, and I was like,
nothing says elegant like Mortal Kombat. Well, Mortal Kombat is the tuxedo of fighting games.
Well, what if they're trying? What if they're trying to refine the genre a little bit and do something kind of special that hasn't really been done in fighting games before, and kind of bring them to that new level?
And kind of this is aside from Killer Instinct it's probably going to be the first next-gen fighting game. I say that without confidence.
Well,
did they announce
that was Killer
Injustice was coming to next gen?
No.
I mean,
wait, there's a PS4 Injustice.
I mean, there's a port of Injustice.
Okay.
I think Mitch is talking about a new Injustice.
No, I couldn't remember if Injustice came to next gen
platforms
at all.
Just PS4.
PS4 only.
Yeah. I mean, I like that NetherRealm seems to be doing the Bethesda Game Studios move, which is 2 franchises that the one team alternates on, so that the team never burns out. It's not like they're just always making Mortal Kombat day after day, month after month, year after year. They're Mortal Kombat, Injustice. Mortal Kombat, presumably Injustice.
I'd be willing to bet that another team is working on Injustice 2, because if
that
game doesn't come out to coincide with Batman vs. Superman...
Oh, that'd be real dumb.
That'd be real dumb.
Get those Batman Superman DLC costumes.
Oh my God!
When is that movie? That movie hits next year,
summer
right?
2015.
No, is it? I thought they bumped it back to 2016. The film.
Star Wars 2015.
Star Wars.
I think
December 2015.
Right?
Okay, yeah.
They may have
I believe Batman Superman is summer 2016.
Yikes.
Regardless, I think they can hit that window.
Yeah.
Even if it is next year, I think they can make that for another Injustice.
Oh, we didn't mention the big thing: Scorpion's in the game.
Yeah, and Sub-Zero.
Whoa!
Get out of here!
And fatalities are
Is that
back.
the opposite of come over here? Get out of here!
No, you have to say it really nice.
Video games are dumb.
And
Maybe
soft.
that's what Sub-Zero says.
Get out
now.
of here, please.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Yeah.
That's why
Mortal Kombat
Scorpion's
9
the
is
favorite.
Awesome, though. That came out the same day as Portal. That was the
It was
second best
great.
game of that
And
day.
SOCOM 4.
No one cares about SOCOM 4.
Oh, right. Including Sony, which
No
is why
one
they
cares
shuttered
about Social
that studio.
Communications 4. Oh, zipper. They pulled up the zipper on that body bag.
Rip zipper.
Speaking of zippers, a bunch of people died during the first home front. Now we got a second one. Guys,
Zipping up those body bags.
Is that where you're going?
I don't know. Whatever. Homefront: The Revolution was announced. Colin's excited because he likes that game.
I like it too. I reviewed it at my last job, just as Colin reviewed it here at IGN, and it's one of the most abrupt first-person shooter campaigns you will ever play. It's 3 hours long.
Wow.
Probably could be done quicker if you played it a second time. You go from
How did you do that?
You go from I believe you start in Colorado, and then within 3 hours you've somehow made it to San Francisco.
You've crossed the bottom of the Golden Gate Bridge, which is on being bombed.
The second to last level of the game is a helicopter level, so I guess that's like, okay, we got to cover a lot of ground quick. What do we do?
From
Vehicle
Colorado
level, vehicle level.
Yeah.
But I still liked a lot of what was there, but I especially liked multiplayer in Homefront. It was really well done vehicle-centric combat on console before Battlefield brought its brand really over the
Bad
console.
Company 2 had been out already.
But not, it hadn't really established its... That was more of... I would argue that Bad Company specifically is more of a single-player Battlefield.
Oh, you did not play Bad Company 2.
But I'm saying I'm saying this is how it was regarded.
I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know.
Bad Company 2 was never...
That game had a long tail of multiplayer.
Well...
Mom and Dad are fighting.
Oh, God. Regardless.
Yeah.
The point with... So I got to see Homefront: The Revolution at the pre-E3 Judges Week thing I was at 2 or 3 weeks back. And so
it's pretty.
Sadly, the developer of the first game, Chaos Studios, who was comprised, Mitch, of Battlefield modders.
Yep.
Guys, they called themselves Chaos Studios. They'd done the
Modern Combat
Desert Combat mod for Battlefield 2, right? And they went pro effectively and made Frontlines: Field of War, another game I feel was underrated.
It was all right.
Again, multiplayer.
Had a lot of really cool ideas.
Yeah, multiplayer was really good. A lot of vehicle-centric stuff. And then they did Homefront, which of course had the huge marketing campaign.
Killed a lot of sea animals.
A lot of dolphins bit the dust when those balloons all got released into the San Francisco Bay.
Yeah.
But yeah, multiplayer is good. So, but the developer was closed shortly after the game came out. THQ shut them down long before THQ itself shut down. Crytek bought Crytek rather had been contracted by THQ to start development on a sequel. And that game was in development, and then THQ went under. No publishers apparently put in a significant bid on Homefront. There's random applause happening outside the podcast
Barack Obama
studio.
has come to IGN. He's going to do a Witcher 2 Let's Play.
Yeah, I saw that. He had some kind words for.
It's sad.
A lot of cheering
really
out
excited
there.
for Barack Obama.
Well, he's the leader of the free world, Mitch.
I forget where my boring history lesson left off. Crytek bought Homefront for themselves. They're developing it. They bought the IP, and they've partnered with Deep Silver is going to publish the game. And so, yeah, it's being done on CryEngine, and it takes place in Philadelphia 4 years after the first game. It takes place in the same universe, but it's not a reboot, not a sequel. It's just sort of like, it's in the same.
There's more stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
Well, we just saw Wolfenstein with this whole what-if style future be quite successful in its storytelling. Hopefully they can take some notes there. I mean, the game already looks pretty, so they got that part down.
I mean, Philadelphia's a cool place to tie stuff with the Revolutionary
So the
War
hook of this game, it doesn't play. It's very different than the first Homefront. It's supposed to be a dynamic open world game, open world campaign where missions are dynamic and you can wander anywhere and take on different missions and do different things. And it's for one thing, it's ludicrously pretty. It's extremely gorgeous.
CryEngine, man.
The CryEngine, the rain effects, and I know this sounds stupid, but there were a lot of curtains blowing in the windy rain.
Physics are awesome.
So cool.
I hope this E3's Year of the Curtains.
Year of the Curtains. 2002, Splinter Cell 1. Check out those.
Oh, curtains. I remember those curtains.
Them was some. You could hide behind them, and it's like, oh my god, you can hide behind them.
Yeah.
They would flutter and move.
Yeah.
So good.
Ryan, is this the same studio that did Crysis?
No. So this is.
They're using the CryEngine.
Yeah, that's actually a great question. This is Homefront's being done by Crytek UK, which is the ex-Free Radical guys. So basically, the Time Splitters people.
Oh wow,
this is the Time Splitters people that are making this. Which is good news.
That gets me excited because Time Splitters was great.
Yeah, because you've got the Crysis guys are in Germany, as are the Rise guys. Yeah. So we're the Rise guys.
So do you think?
Is that how Germans talk?
So if they're working on Rise and this other team's working on Homefront, do you think Crysis is just gone at this point?
I think so.
Yeah. 3 didn't sell well.
I think EA tried to brute force that into being a franchise.
Remember that game?
Yeah.
By the thing.
That had talking dinosaurs and everything?
Not that brute force.
Like shotguns or something? Or?
That was dangerous.
Yeah. Oh. I think I've made that mistake.
You've done that before.
They came out about the same time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Also,
Crytek Brute Force.
Digital Anvil, and they closed immediately after that game came out.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought. Who made Armed and Dangerous?
Hold on, I got Planet Moon.
Sure. They're remaking that game. They're kickstarting a remake.
A guy named
Armed
former,
and Dangerous.
A former guy I worked with
topsy-turvy grenade and the shark cannon
in media, games media.
Interesting.
I don't know where he is now.
Like 3 weapons from that game were in my top 100 weapons list.
Can you name all top 100 weapons? Go.
Topsy-turvy grenade, shark.
Don't have time.
I
don't do it.
Some of us have E3 planning to do from 5 p.m. until 8 p.m.
Yeah.
All right. So,
I know. I'm not going home till late.